Welcome to Get Glimpse channel. Backing up your Android phone's apps and data is crucial for protecting your valuable information. Whether you are upgrading to a new device, performing a factory reset, or just want peace of mind, having a solid backup strategy is essential. So let's see how to do that. First of all, we shall use Google Account Backup. That's the first method. So this is the most straightforward and often automatic way to backup essential Android data to your Google Drive. It's built right into your phone system. So this is how to set it up or check it. So just open your device settings app by clicking on it. In here, scroll down to where we have Google and go ahead and tap on it or look for something like system or backup on some phones. So now in here, just make sure that you click on backup. That is for backup and restore or something like backup and restore. Ensure that backup by Google One right here or backup to Google Drive is turned on. Check that your correct Google account is selected. You have all these accounts. You can just confirm that your correct Google account is selected. You can typically see backup details to review what's being backed up. So you can see that what it backs up is app data. So it can back up settings, preferences. It can also back up call history. It can back up contacts, SMS messages, device settings, photos and videos, Google account data, and just click on backup now to initiate a manual backup if at all you didn't have it set up. Now to restore it, when setting up a new Android phone or even after a factory reset, you will be prompted during the initial setup process to restore data from a Google backup. Just sign in with the same Google account and you can choose which apps and data categories to restore. So these are some of the pros of this method. It's automatic, simple, cloud-based, accessible from any new Android device. So some cons is that it doesn't back up all app data. So for instance, like WhatsApp chats need separate backup, large videos or photos might require more Google Drive storage as well. And you can see that mine is already full actually. So I need to free up some space. So let's go to the second method. That is Google Photos. This one is for photos and videos. So it's a dedicated solution for backing up your media. This is how to set it up. Open the Google Photos app. I have it open in here. Now tap on your profile picture at the top right. Go ahead and click on photo settings or any other option you see which is similar to that, and then click on backup. Now toggle the backup to on. Configure your upload size, so original quality versus storage saver, and choose whether to backup over mobile data. Now to restore it, once backed up, your photos and videos are accessible from any device when you log into your Google Photos. They don't need a restore in the traditional sense, they are simply available in the cloud. These are some of the pros: unlimited storage saver quality, automatic, smart organization, and even easy sharing. So the cons are that original quality backups consume actually Google Drive storage. Now let's get to a manual way, that is manual PC transfer, that is for photos, videos, documents. So for media and document, a direct connection to a computer offers full control. This is how to use it. Connect your Android phone to your PC using a USB cable. Now on your phone, a notification should appear like this one here, e.g. USB for, just tap on it and select file transfer or MTP or transfer files in here in the settings as you can see. So on your computer, your phone will appear as a removable drive. Just navigate to your phone's internal storage or SSD by clicking on it like this. Now copy and paste photos, usually in DCIM folder, videos and documents to a folder on your computer or an external hard drive. It's done. So to restore it, connect your new phone to the PC and copy the files back up to the corresponding folders. So these are some of the pros. It has full control, no cloud storage limits. It's just limited by your PC storage actually or your external drive storage. So it's also good for large media files. So the cons is that it's manual way. It doesn't back up apps or app data, and definitely it requires a computer to do that. So let's get to some of the app specific backups methods. So that is for messaging or authenticator apps, etc. So some critical apps have their own built-in backup options, often to Google Drive. WhatsApp is one of them, and this one is highly recommended to back up your chats and any other WhatsApp media. So just open WhatsApp. In here, click on these three dots. Now go to settings. In here, click on chats and just right here, click on Chat Backup. Configure backup frequently and select a Google account for backup. Another app is Authenticator app, that is e.g. Google Authenticator or even Authy. This one is crucial for two-factor authentication, so most Authenticator apps have a way to export or sync your accounts. Authy, for example, syncs to the cloud securely, so Google Authenticator requires manual transfer to a new device or adding keys. This is some of the full backup and restoration strategy. So for the most complete protection, use a combination of these methods. For primary backup, rely on Google account backup for your core device data, settings, and general app data. For media backup, use Google Photos for all your photos and videos. For specific app backups, ensure that WhatsApp or any other crucial messaging or authenticator app have their own backups configured. So for local copy, periodically copy important files, that is documents, specific media, especially those which are not in Google Photos, to a PC or external storage for an offline backup. By combining these methods, you can achieve a robust backup strategy for your Android device, ensuring that your apps, data, and settings are safe and easily restorable. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.